Hello there, Rana, and welcome to another Wednesday, which means it's time for another Live Watches Vinland Saga. We're finally coming back to it, and honestly, I've never dreaded coming back to a show. Oh, as this much. Oh boy. So I got like super sick after I did the first episode, so we're still playing catch up. Right now, there's 3 episodes out. This is the second one. And everything I've heard so far is concerning. I don't know any spoilers. I don't have any spoilers. I don't have any like knowledge of what's gonna happen. But like everything I've heard, like and the stuff people are praising it for are the exact kind of shit I fucking hate. So we're gonna watch it entirely because it's set in 12th century Britain, and that is a time and a place that I'm very interested in, and I'm going to hope that my worries are unfounded. In our previous episode, we followed some asshole whose name I have already forgotten because it's irrelevant, who is in a village that we knew nothing about, with a family that we knew nothing about, and they all got butchered in the space of about 10 minutes, and the rest of the episode was about him being sold into slavery. Very accurate to the time period, but from a storytelling perspective, really fucking dull. Because I've got no context for who these people are, why do I care if they've been slaughtered? And that's, like, you know, like, they're fake fucking fantasy people. I've got no attachment to them from a narrative perspective. Why do I care if they've died? Like, the show has killed way more people that I care a lot more about in a lot less time. But fuck it. Let's see how this rolls, shall we? And see what happens. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Yeah, you guys want to follow along, of course, like, I mean, it's too late now, but yeah, the link is in the description. So if you're watching on YouTube, then, hey, just hit the rewind button a little bit. If you want to catch us live, always come to twitch.tv/livethecyberdole every Monday and Saturday at 4 p.m. Yeah, this show's getting the 3-episode test. If this show doesn't like drag me in by like the 3rd episode, I'm out. Like it still has plenty of time to do so. Like the first episode being bunk, the first episode being like a shitter. Like there have been a lot of really good shows I've watched that have had shitty first episodes. My big worry and my big hope is like Thorfinn as a character. Because in the first season, Thorfinn was our main character, but he was not our protagonist, you know? Our main character was always Canute. You know, the femboy prince, who very clearly, based on this opening, is no longer a femboy, so like, you know, like half the fucking reason to care about him is gone. And even then, like, as a historian, I know for a fact that his line ends immediately after him. He makes no real lasting impact on history. So unless they go out of their way to be historically inaccurate, like we know as an audience that Canute gets no fucking success at all. Like his lineage dies immediately after him. He makes no lasting impact. So like, and if I catch you not being friends, I'm gonna whip you both. God, Thorfinn is such a fucking manlet, my god. Holy shit, Thorfinn actually said a word. My god, such character development. Sure wish we'd seen any of it. Like, Thorfinn didn't say a single goddamn fucking word throughout the entirety of the first season. And now he's a slave. I'm inventing a brand new wacky economic system called sharecropping. In the Americas, they're gonna make a lot of use out of this in about 600, 700 years. Jesus Christ, is actually legitimate sharecropping. This is actual sharecropping, holy shit. I mean, technically it's serfdom, but like, holy shit, this is basically how sharecropping worked. Oh my god. Like, literally, like, my man just invented serfdom. Ah, yes, you'll be able to buy your freedom in 3 years. By the way, you're gonna have to pay me rent for, like, food and space and farming equipment and just about fucking everything else. So actually, you're gonna work here till you die, getting in continuously more debt. And then I'm gonna hook you up with a female slave so you can have children, and then your debts when you die will pass to those children, and it's just gonna continue on with your children owing my children money forever. Fuck you. Like, holy shit. Holy shit, this man just got sold into fucking serfdom, which is arguably worse than slavery. At least with slavery, you've got no hope of surviving and getting free. With serfdom, like, they dangle that fucking carrot in front of you, and you're never gonna get it. My god. And Thorfinn is back to not saying a single fucking word. Really high charisma, this boy. Oh, we're in Denmark? What the fuck? Okay, how the fuck did we get to Denmark? Thorfinn was in fucking Britain when we saw him last. Oh, Jesus. The entire forest. Jeez, it's almost as if you're not gonna be able to buy your freedom in 3 years, huh? Cause you gotta cut down this entire fucking forest by yourselves. Welcome to serfdom, idiot. Hey, yo, if I was in the 12th century, I wouldn't be a serf. I'm just built diffy. Someone tried to fucking enslave me, I'd be like, nah. Honestly, I'd probably just die first. I'm incredibly frail. They forgot to draw Thorfinn's beard. There it is. The most words our boy is saying, and he's got no fucking emotional, like, input at all. You're gonna have to buy your own lunch. Don't worry, the master will fucking give you a loan to buy lunch. I can't wait till this man goes in the fucking box. Hey, thanks for the follow, Basil Brush. Ah yes, here's your food. We have personally spat in or taken a bite out of every single part of it. A half-eaten loaf of bread. Enjoy it, idiot. Oh my god, that's literally all it is. God, that you can't even really call that a piece of cheese. It's like a nibble of cheese. What's the matter, idiot? Never been a slave before? This is where our boy gets beat to shit, doesn't it? Contextless violence. Like, I don't even know how the fuck Thorfinn got here. Like, how the fuck did Thorfinn even get here? Like, he got, like, you know, like, I think he got sold into slavery at the end of the final episode of season 1, but, like... Like, my man skipped, like, 3 fucking countries. Like, Jesus. Hey, my god, have you ever heard of civil... God, Thorfinn just doesn't give a shit. Like, the worst part is that, like, I have no fucking, like Einar, you know, like, his whole thing, you know, he got kind of fucked up, right? His village got slaughtered, he got sold into slavery, etc. Thorfinn is here because he was a fucking idiot. Thorfinn is here because he decided to follow his father on a raiding trip, like, and stow away on a Viking boat. Like, all my man had to do was stay home. Stay home with his family, and maybe he'd get to hang out with Leif Erikson a bit. Instead, he's malnourished, under-fucking grown. It's like, based on his genetics, he should be like fucking 8 feet fucking tall. Instead, he's a manlet. Like, literally, the only reason he's in this situation is because he was a fucking idiot. I guess the only upside of this, these guys are gonna be fucking jacked once they're done. Assuming they don't die of malnourishment first. Guys, you know what the worst part of this is, and I wonder if they're ever going to address it? If they actually start, like, hunting in this forest... If they start hunting in this forest, they're going to get beat and starved. Because hunting on your master's land without permission is an actual fucking crime at this time period. Punishable up to death, by the way. It was a way to encourage slaves not to hunt for their own food and become self-sufficient and rely on their master. It's like... They could 100% try and get food, but the moment they get caught with food that wasn't given to them by their master, they're done. Explicitly they can. They're his retainers and your property. My guy. You have no rights. You are an object. You are an item. Fucking Jesus. This man straight up misses the whole point of being enslaved, huh? Like, not saying that, you know, slavery good, slavery bad, but like, holy shit, my guy, you want some freedom, don't take it out on Thorfinn, start doing some fucking homicides. Oh no. My guy, you're making goo-goo eyes at the master's daughter. This is how you get fucking executed, my guy. This is how you get fucking executed. Once again, by the way, Thorfinn, our main character, not the protagonist. Fucking Einar is. Jesus Christ. Like, it's almost if Thorfinn doesn't have enough of a personality to be a protagonist by himself. So the show just literally just goes and just introduces a whole nother character to be the protagonist. Ugh. Huh. Kinda neat how he's actually working on the farm. Like, I would have expected, like, the master wouldn't be working on the farm. I guess he's probably, like, a very small-time... He's probably a very small-time slave owner, then. Like, his farms are probably mostly his family with, like, the occasional slave. So... Oh, no, he's just working alongside his... Okay, hold the fuck up. That's... Oh, okay, please explain. Please explain. Okay, no, slave owners did not fucking work alongside their slaves. That seems like a very easy way to get a fucking sickle to the back. I'm assuming that's his son. Like, this really feels like the most, like... Yeah, it's his son, okay. Like, this really feels like just, like, a very idealized, or, like, apologetic view of, like, a master and slave relationship. I feel like in this sort of situation, like, this is, like, just asking to get a fucking scythe to the back of the head. Like, working alongside your slaves. You're surrounded by slaves that probably fucking hate you based on, like, how Thorfinn and Einar get treated. Like, there's nothing stopping a slave from just going BAM! And just taking his fucking head off. And that's why you don't sheath your sword on your back, because it gets stuck, dum-dum. Or at the very least, don't sheath it on your back if you plan on drawing it anytime soon. Well, he's gonna die. missed it! What a fucking nerd! Oh my god. Absolute fucking nerd. My man literally just got like a naked slave in his fucking room. Jesus. Ugh. And, alright, okay, so he's just got a fuck slave. Okay, then. I mean, I guess she's trying to fuck her way out of slavery, which was a valid way to do it, but, like, Jesus. Oh, wait, no, they're not slaves. Okay, he's just... okay. He's just of a higher social class and they're commoners. Alright, cool. She's trying to fuck her way into a higher social standing. Got it. Yep, tenant farmers, okay. Like it's historically accurate, right? Like, you know, like, women of, like, lower social standing, like, tenant farmers, like, you know, seducing and, you know, fucking their way up the social ladder. It is something that actually happened, but, like... I mean, like... I don't know. Like, I have no attachment to these people. I feel, like, so divorced from what's going on. It's just kind of annoying. Hey! Thank you for the raid, Wolfmane Lua. Welcome. We're just finishing up, Vinland Saga. Yeah! Hello, everybody. But yeah, like, I honestly don't understand the point of this show. I really don't. Yeah. Thank you for the follow. But I really don't understand, like, the point of this show. Like, it really does feel like just... like, we've got Thorfinn as a... Thank you for the follows, thank you. We've got like, Thorfinn as kind of, like, our protagonist, like, perspective character. But then, like, he doesn't have a story of his fucking own. Like, you know, like, it's just, like, we've got Einar, the guy who was enslaved when his village of fucking nobodies in the middle of fucking nowhere gets murdered. Like, we have Olmar, the son of the slave master, who found out that, hey, yeah, no, women want to have sex with him to raise their social status, because it's the 12th century. Like, it seems so... like, just inane, and, like, I don't... like, what is the story supposed to be here? Like, at first I thought it was the story of Canute. We're so far away from Canute, like, we're 4 countries away from him at this point. It's insane. Yeah, dolls are very cute. Dolls are the cutest. You have very correct observations. Okay, they came to your... Uh-huh. Okay, so it was the Danes the second time. Okay, so that's how he got to Denmark. Geez, it's almost as if people in the 12th century were kind of dicks. I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm done with this show. I don't think I'm gonna watch, like, any more episodes of this show. This show was just kind of, like... Yeah. Like, oh, cool, like, Einar's story. I don't care about Einar. Like, once we move past Einar as a character, we're never gonna fucking see him again. It's like Askeladd or Canute. Like, I unironically don't understand the point of this show. Like, what is the story supposed to be? What is, like, the fucking point? Thorfinn is the son of a Viking who got out, a Viking who retired, and then got dragged back in by the weight of his past sins. Thorfinn decided to follow his dad on a raid at 8 years old, and then got surprised when he got sold into slavery. Like Thorfinn is in the situation he is in because he was an idiot. And now we're not even and the thing is, though, you could make a good story out of that. Like, for those of you that are coming in new, I'm very sorry that you came in at the point where I'm, like, complaining about a show. I'm very sorry. We will move on to something that I actually like in just a moment. But, like, my god. My god. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna bother watching the credits. I'm done. I know I said 3-episode test, but, like, this show's just gonna continue the same way it did in the first season. It's literally not worth watching. Oh, boy. Alright, so... Oh, God. Alright, so Vinland Saga is a show that I unironically think is, like, the biggest missed opportunity. It's an anime made by the Japanese, written about 12th century Danelaw. That is the most interesting premise for a show that I think, like, that I've heard in a long fucking time. That is really, really cool. Like, Japanese people looking at our history in the same way that we look at theirs. Like, that is really fucking cool to me. That is really interesting. But, like, they give us a protagonist and then do nothing with it. Like, if it was the story of Thorfinn, the Icelandic child sent on, like, this, like, whirlwind, like, Viking tour of, like, the Danelaw, like, that would be really cool. Like, you know, especially if he's meeting people like King Canute, and like, just, like, running into, like, all of, like, the assorted bullshit of the day. That would be honestly really interesting, and it's just a story of him trying to get home, or maybe or avenging his dad, or whatever. And, like, they set that up amazingly in the first season, and they do nothing with it. Like, the main character of the first season is Prince Canute. And then at the end of it, like, and then Thorfinn just kind of, like, vibes around like, in the background the entire time, and then at the very end gets sold into slavery, and now the main character of this season is either Almar or Einar. They can't seem to decide which. Like, it's like the most agency Thorfinn has is teaching Einar to cut down trees. It's dumb. It's incredibly dumb. I don't understand, like, I don't understand the appeal here. I really don't. Like, is it just people interested in the history of it? Where it's like, you can learn history in a lot more interesting ways than, like, a half-baked anime, you know? Like, I know the history of this time period. I know what's going on. This super idealized master-slave dynamic between, Kettle and his slaves, like, him working alongside his slaves, like, come the fuck on. No slave master would ever work alongside their slaves, especially if their slaves are wielding bladed weapons. Like, my god. Yeah, like, like, it's just, like, really, like, kind of really uncomfortable there. I just, boy. Like, I don't know, it's just... It's a really poorly done show, and, like, if it's just trying to teach the stuff around it, make a goddamn history documentary, you know? Like, Cells at Work, at least the first season, did this much better for biology. It taught a lot of biology shit while following a plot line focused on red blood cell and white blood cell. You know? Like, it's a story of white blood cell and red blood cell with a background of, like, biological education, etc. But here, it's like, they set up this really interesting plot of a kid, like, stuck away from home and having to fight his way through this world that he doesn't understand and honestly wants him dead because it's the 12th century, and then does nothing with it except going on about, hey, isn't it cool how slavery was a thing? Like, Jesus. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about this show. I'm gonna move on and watch something I actually care about. So, those of you that are coming in on Twitch, stick around. We're gonna be watching some other stuff. Those of you on YouTube, this is where you get off. I'll see you tomorrow. If you want to watch this live with us, thank you for the happy hats. If you don't want to watch this with us, you can always come by twitch.tv/live the Cyberdoll every Monday and Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or any other day at around about the same time. And we're generally be streaming something. Usually on Mondays and Saturdays we do our anime. Sometimes we do a different day, but that's scheduling. That's fun. But yeah, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share social media, tell your friends, etc. If you want to support a channel, you can always do so, but you're under no obligation. Oh boy. And I'll see you in the next one, bro. Bye-bye.